A player is approached about getting some extra work in.
Hey YouTubers, and welcome to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 17, the show, Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, and this is episode 168 as we are seeing here right now him on the practice field here today, getting warmed up before today's huge homestand here as we have the Tampa Bay Rays in town. We're going to be hosting them in a 4-game series, and then we'll continue staying at home to finish off this quick 6-game homestand against the Dodgers. We'll have an interleague series with them, and it'll be a 2-game series with those guys there, as we're just trying to climb our way through the American League Central right now, as we're just 2.5 games behind, or I should say 2.5 games ahead of the Indians right now. So we do have this short lead right now with them. So we'll try to see if we can hang on to that lead, as the Indians have been playing some pretty good baseball right now, and we'll see how far we can take ourselves here and try to at least try to extend this lead that we have with them in the division, as we're trying to make our way to the playoffs. Now, we've been down this road before because we've had issues with the team playing this well and then kind of the bottom dropping out as we get closer and closer towards the last few weeks of the season, and we cannot let that happen this year. As if you've been following the series here so far, we've had we had a really good team meeting. Bonds got with the club, and fellow other teammates have gotten together, and kind of leaders in the clubhouse there have gotten the team together and try to see if they can push themselves to get to the playoffs here. So we're in the month of August. It's 2018 season, and we'll try to see here as there you see those 6 games, or excuse me, those 6 games that we have coming up here in this homestand. These are very important here because then after that we'll be starting getting into some more divisional games with the White Sox and Twins, which are very, very important for us to win. So we've got to keep the ball going here. As you take a look here at the season award so far here, and of course Bonds there hitting .442 with 71 home runs, 160 RBIs. He is your top vote getter right now in the American League, also along with the Silver Slugger for the American League. So he's looking pretty good right now. We'll see if that will continue here as we go on. And here we are at Comerica Park getting ready for this huge baseball game between us and the Rays. Now the Rays right now, they are struggling right now. They're just behind the Red Sox there in the division, and they're trying to climb themselves up to the divisional lead there in their own division themselves. So we'll see here. Bonds will get a crack at the bat here in this first at bat here in game 1 of this series, and that is going to be a solo shot there for him. That is home run number 72 for Bonds, as he hits that one over the fence, and that is a home run there for him. So congrats to him, as he has number 71 now. He is now 72 of the year, excuse me. So he is just now 1 away here to tie the record there. Of course, his cousin, Barry Bonds, the title holder. As we go to next at bat here, and he's going to hit this one high and deep. This is going to go back, and this is going to go over the fence, and he is now officially tied with the single home run king, his cousin, Barry Bonds, at 73. So he just needs one more, and he can break that tie here, as he has a 2-run shot there in this one as the Tigers. There you see them loving what they are seeing from this guy, and they're hoping that maybe he can take this team, put it on his own back, and take this club to the promised land, take him to the playoffs. So we'll see now here as we go to the 4th inning now here. So he's getting some pretty good at-bats here. They're batting pretty well, getting around to his at-bats. So he's got runners at second and third, and that's going to be a ground ball there to the shortstop there, and they go ahead and get the easy out there at first base. So now we go to the 6th inning here. We'll see what Bonds, he has bases loaded here, and we'll see with a 4-0 lead here. Bonds gets underneath this one. This is high, and this is going to stay in the ballpark, as that one gets caught there by the center fielder there, and no one is able to come home on that one as that ends the inning. Go to the 8th inning now. It's here. It's a 7-2 ball game as the bases are empty here for Bonds. And, of course, Bonds trying to outrun this one here. And, oh, almost about a half a step or so there, or a step and a half there, really, for him getting out there on the one. And that we'll see here that the Tigers will win this one here today as the Tigers get the victory. And it'll be a final score of 7-4. Nice job there for the ball club as Bonds goes 2 for 5 in this ball game, and he has now 2 home runs, which are his 72nd and his 73rd of the season, along with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored for him. As you take a look at 442 for his average, as you see his numbers there, and he is looking pretty sharp in this game so far. As we go ahead and get to game number 2 here of this 4-game set, along with the Rays, as the Rays are pretty much just not playing so well right now, which is fine by us. But we like to see if we can try to lay it on a little more thicker here tonight. It's 2-1 count here for Bonds, and he swings at this pitch here. This one's high and deep, and you would think they would quit batting or pitching to him, but they do not, and he is now the home run season king in home runs as he hits number 74 here, the new single season home run king. He has now defeated his own cousin and is taking that record now. So one Bonds replaces another here. Take a look there at the swing, a beautiful shot there as the fans are scrambling for that baseball there. Hopefully he'll get that one and be able to put it in Cooperstown. As you see, Rays are just being respectful there, showing us this great accomplishment that he has had so far here this season. He's had a really great year here, and the only way to finish this off is really with a World Series victory. And I'm sure the city would like to have a title there, especially with all the hard work that Bonds has put in this season. Now, go to the 5th inning here. We'll see runners on the corners there. See, Bonds has an 0-2 count with nobody on or nobody out there, and we got Chopper. Nice play there from the Bonds as he outruns this one, but he overruns the back there and gets tagged out. But the run will come in the score. That'll be an RBI there for him, and they'll score as an RBI single. So now we'll see here in the 7th inning, Bonds up to bat here once again. He hits this one. This is going to be a line drive shot, and that's a home run, number 75 there for Theo Bonds, as that is his 2nd home run of the day. And it's a 2-run shot there for him. Congrats there to him, as now he is now adding 2 more to the all-time record now at 75. And man, we still have a season, still about a good month left here so far here in this one. As we'll take a look there, the Tigers will go ahead and win this one with the big bat there from Mr. Bonds, as they win this one 8-2 is your final score. Tigers get the 2nd game of this 4-game series here, and they're looking to go ahead and try to go after the next 2 games, and we'll see if they can do that here as Bonds and the Tigers here at Comerica Park. Yeah, fans are loving it. Fans have good some good positive feed here from them here. Talking to some of them, they said, hey, this is our year. This could be it. If Bonds keeps hitting the way he has been hitting here, we could have a good future here, and we could do a lot of good things when it comes to the playoffs. So, again, there you see the season awards. If today the season would have ended there, Bonds, of course, will be the most valuable player of the American League, and also have the Silver Slugger. So, Comerica Park here, a beautiful night here, a little rainy, but a great night for some baseball here. And of course, the Tigers will again like to come out and get the bat swinging here, especially the big bat of Bonds. As you see there, 75 home runs, hitting a 444 average. Yeah, he is hitting well over 400 right now. And he I think Simon Unger both ended with 400 for the season. So we'll have 2 guys here if everything goes right that hit better than Ted Williams for the regular season. As we take a look there, nice job there for Bonds as he hits that one and gets out on that play there. Now Bonds up to bat again. We'll see what he can do. As you see the mascot there trying to get the fans behind him. 5th inning. We'll see it's a 3-0 ball game with 1 runner on board. And Bonds swings this one to left field. This is high and deep, and this is back. And he puts a charge on that one, as that is a 2-run shot there for Bonds, as that is home run number 78 or 76 now for the season. I'm getting ahead of myself there. He is number 76 for the year, and that is going to be a beautiful shot there, as that's a 2-run dinger there, going 430 feet. The Tigers fans are loving what they are seeing here tonight, as again the Tigers get another victory here. This is great, as it's now 3 in a row here. Now they're hoping to break out the brooms tomorrow and try to sweep this series here with the Rays, as they win this one 7-1 there. Now they are 3-0 in this series, and they are not looking back here. They are really doing a great job here. Ball clubs putting things together, along with that bullpen there. Bullpen is staying solid, and they are making sure that they don't really give up too much there. You see they did give up 1 run there in the 8th, but for the most part there, they have been pretty good here now. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we're number 1 in defense. I think we're 20. I think we're got into the top 20 there in defense. So we just gotta get a little bit better here, or I should say not defense, in pitching. We're number 1 in off, or no, number 3 in off our defense, and number 20 in pitching. So that's getting better here. Hopefully we'll get playoff caliber pitching here as we get to the next couple of games here. But there you see Price there. He will be taking him on, and the Rays here in this final game of the series. We'll see if we can break out the brooms and get a sweep this one, as we'll see a 0-2 count there. That one gets past the shortstop there, and Bonds knocks that one in there for a base hit there. Nice job as he gets on board. Now Miguel Cabrera, of course, he's had a kind of a roller coaster of a year so far. Right now he is not batting very well, and we'll see what he can do here in this one today. So Bonds going ahead and take off here on this 2-2 count, and it's just going to be a full count there on Cabrera, and that's just going to be a walk there from Price. And so Bonds will get credit for a stolen base there, but he will be put at second base. Now Kenny Winters come out to bat here. He has a full count, 2 outs. Bonds thinks about taking off here, and Bonds does go around, but the third baseman makes a nice play there to first, as that's a 5-3 put out. So Theo Bonds now up to bat once again here in the 5th. We'll see what he can do with 2 outs. Nobody on board here. No score just yet, as Bonds hits this one high and deep. This is going to go back. This is going to go left center field, and yep, might as well put a run on the board there, because it is now a 1-0 ball game. Bonds number 77 for him for the year, as that's a solo shot there, a beautiful one, goes in the bullpen over there in left center field, and that will be a 1-0 lead now for the Tigers. As you see there, Bonds solo shot there, 408 is the distance measured on that one. Take a look here, just a beautiful swing as he continues to add on to the home run record right now this season. Go to the 7th inning now here. We'll see what he can do, as he's going to take a pitch there, and they say he went around, and that is going to be a strikeout. As we go to the 9th inning here, 0-2 count. Bonds grounds this one to short. Can he make it? No, he does not make it there on time, and that'll be it for his at-bat here, as now still tied at 13 all. And we'll go to the 12th inning here. This was high and deep. This is going to go back, and this is going to get caught by the center fielder, as that's going to be easy out there. But the Tigers will go ahead and miraculously find a way to win this one, as they win this one. Final score 5-3 is your ball game. Winning extra frames there. You see 13 hits there for Detroit, 7 hits for Tampa Bay, and the Tigers win this one here as they sweep the series now 4-0. Bonds in this series, he has hit now 6 home runs. 4 of the 6 were hit in 2 days time. He hit 2 in the first game and 2 in the second game, and then hit 1 each in games 3 and 4. So he's really on pace right now. Could I say that he could get 100 home runs or more? Well, we've seen it here already on the channel, as we see that in the Simon Unger series. If you guys have been following that, he has been hitting very well there. I think he had a little over 100 home runs before the season ended there. So we'll see how far Bonds will go coming up in this next game here coming up. Now, so we switch up here now, and we're getting ready for some National Leaguers here. They're going to come in town. It'll be the Dodgers, and we'll see what the Dodgers can do here as we get to their first game here. Bonds with 2 outs here. He's going to knock this one in there for a base hit, and that is going to be one on board there for the Tigers. So Miguel Cabrera coming up to bat. We'll see what Cabrera can do here, as he is, like I said, it's been struggling at the plate. Full count now here for him. 2 outs. Bonds on board here. Bonds possibly getting the sign here to steal. And nope, they say he is going to go ahead and be walked, as Cabrera will be given first base, and it'll be now runners at second and first now here, as Bond is in scoring position, as he's been Tigers right now dealing with Greinke in this ball game. Scooter Gennett will come up to bat, and we'll see what Gennett can actually do here in this one here today, as there's runners at first and second, 2-2 count, 2 outs. This one gets caught and snagged there by the first baseman, who makes a nice play, and that is it for the at bat. Now Theo Bonds comes up to bat here in the 5th inning, as he comes up to bat and with a 1-1 count with 1 on. Bonds hits this one high and deep out to center field here. This one sails over the wall, and that is a home run there for Theo Bonds. That is home run number 78 for him. Yes, 78. As Greinke cannot believe it there. And I'm sure fans are wanting to get that baseball there. They're going to try to dive in center field there, that little brush wall area, and try to find that baseball there. That's a 2-run shot there. Nice job. As we now go to the 6th inning here. It's 4-1 ball game. Detroit leading by 3. And we'll see with 2 outs here. Bond gets a 1-2 count, and this is up, and it is gone. Home run number 79 now for Theo Bonds, as he has now hit 2 home runs in this ball game, and he has now had 3 RBIs here today. What a day he is having so far. What a series. These first 2 series so far, he's been putting up home runs left and right now. As that's home run number 79 there for the season. 422 feet there on that one. As we go to the next at bat here, and we'll see here 5-1 ball game, as Bonds rips this one there. That is good enough for a single, and that is going to get him on board there. But the Tigers will go ahead and win this one, as we'll see here the final score will be 5-1, as Bonds and the Tigers get the victory. Bonds 4 for 5 in this ball game. 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored for him today, as he takes his team and just says, you know what, guys, I'm gonna put you guys on my shoulders, and we're gonna make a run here. So far they're looking pretty good right now, and we'll try to see if we get the standings here maybe before this episode ends here. We should have a pretty good lead now. If the Indians are playing baseball themselves and trying to keep up with us. But I'm pretty sure that we have a pretty good significant lead right now against the Indians here in the American League Central. We'll have to check that out here. We'll go to the final game here in this series, and the final game for this episode, as the Dodgers are going to come out one more time here in this 2-game set, this interleague series. We'll see a 2-2 count here for Bonds, as he has 1 on, 1 out, and this one gets ripped right down the third base line there. Beautiful hot shot there going down the hot corner, and that will be a double there for him as he gets himself in scoring position. So Bonds up to bat here once again, as we'll go to the 9th inning here, and he finds this pitch and he takes it deep, high and gone. That is a home run there. That is his 80th home run of the season, as he gets his 2nd hit in this ball game here today, as Jansen just cannot believe it. Beautiful shot there, and the Tigers fans love it. Yeah, let's go. and the Tigers. It's a now 8-7 ball game. Detroit leads this one, and we'll see here though. Well, it's a they end up leading. They continue leading this ball game, and they win this one as the Tigers come up short here today, and they end up losing this one 8-7. As the Tigers just get the 7th run there in the ball game, but just cannot muster out another hit or another at bat there to get another run to try to tie this one up. And well, they'll end up splitting the series here as the Tigers fans, come up short here tonight. Tough luck there as we end up losing this one by 1. So tough night here, but we'll see if we can turn things around here tomorrow night as we get ready for the next series coming up. So there you see there, we're going to be on the road here after this homestand. We're going to go head up to Toronto for a 4-game series against the Blue Jays here. A very important series here coming up because we got to get that momentum going for ourselves, because we got a tough series or another road trip. On that same road trip there, we got 3 games against the White Sox, and of course 3 games against the Twins, which are our divisional rivals. So we got to get momentum going for ourselves. We got to get things going if we want to stay above or head above here in this division. So that is it for this episode of the Road to Show with Theo Bonds here on MLB 17. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and so far, it's been really exciting. Now 80 home runs now for him, and we'll see if he can continue that coming up in the next episode. So again, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified when you guys get more Road to the Show here on ESGNet. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and on Discord now. Check us out there and get the latest news and events on what's going on here on the channel and what is going on in the world of sports gaming and in sports in general. Hopefully you guys have a great afternoon, and hopefully you guys will come back for more Road to the Show here on ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves and your other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.